Hello everyone, welcome back to AeroHub and welcome to the series of lectures in aerospace structures. And in the past lectures, we were discussing about the estimation of crippling stress for different types of airframe sections. For example, we estimated the crippling stress for a hat section, a square tube section, and we used a method called Needham's method. And to estimate the crippling stress for different types of sections used in aerospace structures, we have one more method that is called Gerard's method. As you can see, for Gerard's method, we have different formulas for different type of section. These all formulas has been found out using experimental techniques. Okay, so as per the requirement, I'll be using two formulas. That is, this one will be equation number 1, and this formula is for angles, tubes, multi-corner sections and stiffened panel. That FCS by FCY. FCS is the crippling stress, FCY is the ultimate maximum compressive yield strength. Okay, 0.56 into GT square by A, where G is a constant for a section. We will compute the value of G. Okay, then T is the thickness, A is the area, E is the Young's modulus, FCY is nothing but the compressive yield strength, power 1 by 2, the whole power 0.85. This is for angles, tubes, multi-corner section and stiffened panel. You are aware about thickness, area and Young's modulus FCY. We don't know about how to compute the value of G. We will discuss that soon. Then for plate, T section and cruciform section and H section, we are using second formula, that is FCS by FCY is equal to 0.67 into GT square by A, E by FCY, the whole power 1 by 2, the whole power 0.4. Okay, so we have the term GT square and we have some more formula to find out the value of crippling stress for different types of section, and these are the two formulas that is applicable for airframe sections, and we have a term G in both equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, G is nothing but number of flanges which compose the composite section, that is number of flanges in a section plus number of cut necessary to divide the section into series of flanges. Okay, so for example, we have an L section. I will make a division here, and we have an L section. Okay, so to find out the value of crippling stress for any section which is used in airframe, we will convert or we will divide the section into number of angle sections. Okay, so that is ultimate aim. We will convert or we divide the sections into number of angle sections, and in this case, for that case, we will be using equation number 1. For most of the cases, we will be using equation number 1, that is FCS by FCY is equal to 0.56 GT square by A into E by FCY all power 1 by 2, the whole power 0.85. This is the equation we are going to use, that is for angles. Okay, so what we will do, we will divide the sections into number of angles. So in this case, the value of G, we have G is nothing but number of flanges contained in the section plus number of cuts. Okay, now in this case, we are not making any cut for this angle section, so we have flange 1 and flange 2, so the value of G is 2. Okay, similarly, I take a square section. Here, and now we have to find out the value of G for this square section. Okay, so how to estimate the value of G for this square section? And the important thing we have to consider is we have to convert the sections into number of angle sections. So I'll divide into number of angle sections. This is first angle. You can see this is a angle number 1, and this is angle number 2, and this one will be angle 3, and this one will be angle 4. So we made 4 cut, 4 plus number of flanges. Okay, so for each angle section, you can see we have 2 flanges, angle 1 I'll write as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have this L section. For L section we have two flanges, so we have 4 angles here. So 4 into 2, 4 angles, and each angle will be having 2 flanges, so totally we have 8 flanges. So the value of G is 4 plus 8, so this will be 12. Okay, similarly I take one more section here, an I section. An I section. Okay, so what is the value of G for this I section? Okay, so I will make a cut at the center. Okay, so totally I made one cut, 1 plus number of flanges. This is your first flange, this is the second flange, this is the third flange, this one will be the fourth flange, this one will be the fifth flange, and this one will be the sixth flange. So totally 1 plus 6, that value of G is 7. Okay, and for this type of section, for example for cruciform or T section, the value of G, we are not making any cut, we have number of flanges. This is flange number 1, this is flange number 2, and this will be the flange number 3. Okay, this one, so it will be 3. Okay, similarly we can find out for a cruciform or a cross. The value of G will be, we no need to make any cut here. This is first flange, second flange, this is third flange, this is fourth flange. So the value of G will be 4. Okay, so this is the method, or this is the technique to find out the value of G for the sections. Okay, so I repeat, we have to divide the sections into number of angle section. For example, for a square section, in this case, again I will just make you understand, I am cutting into 4 portions. Okay, that is number of cut is equal to 4. Then we have flanges. This is flange 1, flange 2, flange 3, flange 4, flange 5, flange 6, 7, 8. We have 8 flanges plus 4 cut. So the value of G will be equal to 12. Okay, this is a method to find out the value of G for the sections. Okay, so that's all about this lecture. And if you have any doubt, please write to us, and you can download the notes. We will be launching our website soon, and you will be able to download the notes from our website, and the link will be given in the description box. By next month we'll be launching our website. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.